Putin went to Beijing right after Trump, and I do not think that timing was accidental. To me, this was China sending a clear message to the entire world. Here is what we know. This was Putin's 25th visit to China. He met Xi Jinping in Beijing. They held formal talks, appeared together in public, viewed a photo exhibition, had tea, and watched cooperation documents being signed. According to Beijing's official readout, China and Russia signed or reached cooperation documents across trade, education, science, technology, media, and other areas. But here is what I see between the lines. With Trump, China wanted stability. With Putin, China wanted strategic depth. That is a very different message. Trump got ceremony. Putin also got ceremony, friendship language, and signed cooperation documents. So to me, Beijing is showing something very specific. China can stabilize with America, but China can also deepen with Russia. And that means China is not simply choosing one side. China is building leverage with both. What gets interesting here is this. This is not a simple China and Russia are one team story. The most important detail may actually be what did not happen. Russia wanted progress on the Power of Siberia 2 gas pipeline. That pipeline would send huge volumes of Russian gas to China. But no final deal was announced. And that tells me something important. China is close to Russia, but China is not giving Russia a blank check. Beijing wants cheap energy. Beijing wants options. Beijing wants leverage. But Beijing does not want to become dependent on Moscow. For the United States, this is the real challenge. China is positioning itself as the country both Trump and Putin need. America needs China for trade stability, rare earths, aircraft orders, agriculture, and supply chains. Russia needs China for energy demand, trade routes, technology access, and diplomatic cover. So Beijing is sitting in the middle, and that gives China leverage over both sides. Here is why this matters to ordinary people. China and Russia did not just take photos together. They signed and reached cooperation documents across trade, energy, science, technology, education, transportation, media, and people-to-people exchange. Translation: this is infrastructure for a parallel economic system. Russia brings energy, raw materials, military pressure, and anti-Western leverage. China brings manufacturing technology, consumer demand, payment systems, and global trade access. And when these two countries trade more directly, especially outside the US dollar, that slowly weakens the dollar's monopoly. Does that mean the dollar collapses tomorrow? No, the dollar is still dominant, but the direction matters. More energy settled in yuan means more real-world use for the yuan. More sanctions risk means more demand for gold. And when the world splits into different economic teams, so the impact is simple. Gold can stay strong, yuan can gain influence, and the dollar can face long-term pressure. Not overnight, but step by step. My take is simple. China is not just picking Russia over America. China is building leverage with both. And in 2026, the real question is not who visits Beijing. The real question is who needs Beijing more.